So we're quickly going to do an exercise. Could everybody please stand up? I feel like you guys are not, your attention is not here. Can we kindly please all rise? There we go, there we go, there we go. Come on, there we go. Could we all kindly please stand? Thank you. So usually when I'm doing trainings, we do this energizer to just get everybody awake and in the mood. So that's what we're gonna start off with now. So it does not have a name. I'm just gonna call it Shake It. So what we do is we count down, right? So we start off with counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, until we get to 0. Do you understand? Yes. All right, let's start from 10. I feel like you guys are a bit sleepy. Come on, guys, let's exercise. Okay, wow, we'll do 5. Wow, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, you can't count? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yay! Yes, okay, now I can feel the energy in the room, and we are all awake. So thank you so much for participating. All right, now as I was saying, hopefully it's been a productive 2 days for us, and for those of us that have been here since the pre-events, we know it's been longer than that. So I want to start off by extending a very heartfelt thank you to those of us that have made it until the end of the program. So please give yourselves a round of applause. And now, of course, participation to this event has not just been limited to those of us in the room. There have also been online participants that are currently also tuned in right now. So for those of you that have been watching the proceedings online, thank you so much. We see you, and thank you for virtually joining us. Now, at this time, it is my distinct honor to formally recognize, I obviously stand on the protocol that was already observed in the opening ceremony that we had yesterday, but in addition to that, I would also like to formally recognize the presence of the Executive Director of our Ministry of Information and Communications Technology, Ms. Linda Ipingenakale, who will be giving us the closing remarks later on. Ms. Linda, if you could kindly please rise. Yes, so this is our Executive Director. Thank you so much. Now, of course, this event would have not been possible without the incredible support of the ministry. And of course, another co-hosting partner that we've had for this event is obviously the Namibia Internet Governance Forum, which I happen to be part of, not tooting my own horn. Our chairperson is seated right in front here. So yes, I think a round of applause for our co-host as well. Now, I promised you guys a very short program, short and sweet and to the point. So I would just like to delve straight to it. So the first item that we have on our program is Mr. Femi Longe, who is the Global Bitcoin Development Lead at the Human Rights Foundation, and he will then come and give us an introduction to the Bitcoin for Activists webinar and the Africa Bitcoin Conference to be held in Mauritius. Mr. Femi, the floor is yours. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We keep clapping until he's here. Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I have slides, so I hope they go up. My last time at FIFA was, I think, in 2017, 2018 in Johannesburg. And I'm really pleased to be here again in the group. My name is Femi Longe. I work for the Human Rights Foundation. My job title is Global Bitcoin Lead. And I guess the first thing that comes to your mind is human rights, Bitcoin, right? We found that when authoritarians want to silence opposition or dissent, the easiest and the fastest way to get them not to talk is to go after their money, to freeze your bank account, to seize your funds, to surveil your account so they know where your funding is coming from. And if you're funded by an organization from a different country, they label you a foreign agent. Or they look for who are you sending money to, and they go after the people you're sending money to. And for us as an organization that supports human rights activists, people fighting for democracy across the world, we realize there's need to be able to give these people financial resilience, an opportunity to continue the operations, continue to get their movements to work, even when the traditional financial systems are not working for them. The tool we have found to do that, which we have used consistently for the last 12 plus years, has been technology called Bitcoin. I know you may have heard of Bitcoin, that thing that people buy and the price goes up and they lose money or whatever. But technology is actually more than that. It's a means to transfer value from one part of the world to another part of the world seamlessly, without privately, securely, without surveillance by third-party actors. And for the last couple of years, please go back a few slides. Back, no, you're going forward. For the past couple of years, we've been introducing human rights activists. Please go back. We've been introducing human rights activists. Oh, maybe I can go back. We've been introducing human rights activists and non-profits to this technology. Every quarter, our team runs a 3-day webinar for activists and non-profits that want to learn how to be unstoppable. We introduce them to the technology. It's 3 days, it's an hour and a half each day. We introduce them to how to use the technology safely, how easy and simple it can be, how to integrate it into your donations, how to integrate it into the operations of your organization, and how to do it in a way that you're still compliant with the laws of the land. We're going to be running the next webinar in November, from the 10th to the 12th of November. And we want to invite everybody at this conference to join us at the webinar, because I think this is an important tool for you to have in your toolkit to be able to do the important work that you do. But we also have an incentive. 4 years ago, we supported a human rights activist from Togo. She's actually in the room. Farida. Farida Nabrema is a human rights activist from Togo who led the Forum Must Go. So Togo has the oldest dynastic dictatorship in Africa. For 58 years, one family, first father, then son, have been running that country. And she did a lot of work driving the movement to actually get that family out. That fight is still on. But 4 years ago, she convened people working on Bitcoin in Africa together at an event that we have annually called the African Bitcoin Conference. So we had the first 2 years in Ghana, last year in Kenya, this year it's happening in Mauritius. Here's the incentive. Anyone in this conference who uses the QR code that's going to go up on screen to register for that webinar and who attends the webinar in November is going to stand the chance for an all-expense-paid trip to attend the African Bitcoin Conference in Mauritius in December. We're going to be sponsoring 3 people from this conference. The only thing you have to do is scan that QR code, register for the event, attend the webinar, so you will gain the knowledge. And then we will, finally. So that's the dates, that's the QR code. So take a picture, scan it. We'll also share it in the app. And 3 people who attend that webinar will get the chance for an all-expense-paid trip to Mauritius to join us at the African Bitcoin Conference, where you get to learn more about technology and how you can integrate it in your work. Okay? That's all I have to say. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you at the event. Thank you.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I think my proposal before we continue is that as the MC, I think it's only fair that I just get an automatic spot on that trip. I think the room agrees with me. Yeah, yeah. So I think, yeah, that's just a suggestion on the table for everybody else, yes. So the QR code is up. Please, ladies and gentlemen, for those of us that are in this room, this is a huge opportunity. So if we could kindly just please scan the code and then, of course, attend the webinar. And I think it's also very important for us to just keep a further eye out just in case other opportunities like this arise. Now, moving on with our program, I would like to invite the second speaker up on stage, that being Mr. Victor Capillo, to come and briefly share with us a little bit on the state of internet freedom in Africa in accordance with the report that they are busy with, or that they just finalized. So, Mr. Victor, the stage is yours. If you could kindly please come up. We know the drill, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Clearly. Yes, so I'm here just to talk briefly about our State of Internet Freedom in Africa report. We are happy that this year we were focusing on artificial intelligence and its impact on digital democracy in Africa. So we looked at 14 countries across the continent. That is Cameroon, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Mozambique, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, South Africa, Tunisia, Uganda, and Zimbabwe, trying to see what are some of the, what is the value of AI in civic space and digital democracy, what are some of the challenges and risks that you're seeing, and also what is the state of regulation across these countries. And we're also trying to see what are those steps that we can put in place to have effective, participatory, and human rights-centered AI governance in Africa. And from the study, there are 4 major themes that have emerged. I think the first one that is important to share is that AI is transforming how people are using technology across the continent, but at the same time, it's presenting a paradox. On the one hand, it is a powerful tool for socioeconomic development and transformation, and also for democratic enhancement. But on the other, it is also capable of amplifying existing vulnerabilities, introducing new challenges and risks that undermine fundamental freedoms and deepen existing inequalities across the continent. The other aspects that we've seen is that the disparities across the countries in terms of digital, economic, and political context will impact or shape adoption. The countries that are on the opposite side of the digital divide are likely to have challenges in AI adoption. The economic circumstance of the country, those countries with higher GDPs and human development levels have stronger foundations for AI development. And those countries with strong democratic foundations, like Ghana, South Africa, and Namibia and Senegal, will have a more positive trajectory in terms of AI development. In terms of the tools, we also saw that AI is also a tool for expanding civic empowerment and civic space. Across the countries, there are quite a number of examples of how AI is being used, whether by governments, private sector, civil society, and the media, to improve governance, to improve healthcare, agriculture, finance, and so on. Across basically all the sectors, there are some examples from government. The examples, natural language processing tools that are bridging that language divide. Some also addressing accessibility, like Ghana's Deaf Can Talk application, and also being used for fact-checking. So there's some progress there. In terms of the risk, we're also seeing that AI can also be a mechanism for control and constriction of civic space. They're quite, what we saw across the country is that the development of AI without adequate oversight through new systems pose a significant challenge to civic space and digital democracy. And the increase of various AI-generated multimedia content, the bots, the deepfakes, are also a threat to election integrity and information integrity across the continent. So those are things that we need to watch out for, in addition to issues around algorithmic bias and also the challenges we have with content moderation. The other aspect that we found is that our regulatory landscape is fragile. Across the countries, there's no country that has, concrete AI legislation, despite the acceleration in adoption of AI tools and services. Across the countries, we saw that many countries are using data protection, cybercrime, copyright laws to regulate AI, but this, in most cases, some of the laws, the data protection laws are new, others are old, outdated, and generally ineffective to deal with the modern challenges that AI presents. Also, the regulatory bodies across most of the countries, some are still new, most are under-resourced, they're understaffed, and some lack the technical expertise to deal with the new and emerging technologies. And at the same time, we're also seeing a new trend where many countries are starting to adopt AI strategies and AI policies, but the focus is more on innovation and economic aspects, and human rights is still not at the center. And lastly, is that AI policy processes across the countries are largely state-dominated. A number of them are opaque and externally influenced, and multi-stakeholder engagement remains, in most cases, either absent or ad hoc or quite selective, leaving out key voices from participation in the policy process. So, in conclusion, what the study says is that while AI is offering transformative opportunities to strengthen digital democracy, civic space, and digital rights, its current trajectory presents that imbalance, that without a deliberate, proactive, and rights-based approach to AI governance in Africa, then these AI risks are likely to remain a powerful tool that deepens the inequalities, facilitates authoritarian control, and fundamentally undermines democratic values and human rights across the continent. So we look forward to you looking at the report, and our recommendations, a number of them include strengthening regulatory frameworks, put in place human rights impact assessments, strengthening data governance institutions, proactive advocacy on rights-based AI governance, building technical capacities of different stakeholders, whether they're policymakers, civil society, or academia, and also ensuring that our policies are human-centered. So, thank you very much. I would like to also recognize all those who have participated in making this process successful. First of all, and if they're in the room, please do stand up and you'll also join me up here. For country researchers, for Cameroon, we had Kathleen and Dogmo. Please give them a hand. Ethiopia was Abel Wabela, Moses Farhat in Egypt, Felicia Antonio and Osea Manu Kagia in Ghana, Francis Monyango in Kenya, Dasio Tsanzazana in Mozambique, Nashilongo Javeshes in Namibia, Morisola Alaba, Nigeria, Luis Gitinho in Rwanda, and Astu Diouf for Senegal, Melissa Tsongai for South Africa, Yosra Johnny for Tunisia, Edwin Wanyama for Uganda, and Natasha Msonza in Zimbabwe. Are they present? Oh, please do come to the front if you're present. And also for the editorial team, just want to thank our lead, Dr. Wairagala Wakabi, Edwin Wanyama, Lilian Nalwoga, Paul Chimumwe, and yours truly. let's take a photo here. And for those, the link I think is there, you could scan.
Been 2 years, no kushua kwako.
Please, let's give them a hand.
Mawe mojo wangu, wino joveli mchere wangu. Evitaria kondina, nikusumwina. Don't know why you had to go. Katu kwesi mapulanzi. Sendi nyensi wano kutukiwa mawe mchere wangu. Mawe shando konoya, narihano sivanya. Rine share yako, buharo wako, wino ya. Shere wangu, shere wangu. Nalika malaki, no meeting ava mukento wangu. Mukento shagorete, dinuria swatu kandeka sako. Bana vako, bariketete. Dikutondete msere wangu, juvane juva. Dihupura hova fona yawe.
Can we have another round of applause, please, for our authors? Yes, indeed, AI has the potential to change some of the socioeconomic issues that we are currently facing in our country. But of course, like the previous speaker said, we must also be very responsible and cognizant when making use of it, that it does not amplify existing vulnerabilities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, we are now moving over to the fun part of our program, right? Of course, when you come to an African event, if you didn't eat or you didn't receive goodies, then there was no African that was part of the planning, or at least that's what we say. So now we are going to move over to a bit of what I would call the prize giving session, right? Now, during the course of this event, there have been a few prizes up for grabs, and there have been a few challenges and competitions and so forth. So this is the session where we announce the winners for all those prizes that were up for grabs during this conference. Now, to come and do this for us, I would like to call upon the people behind the magic, the people that ensured that we were able to be here in this room today, and that is the CIPESA team. So if we could kindly please have them come up. Oh, we weren't loud enough? Okay. There we go, there we go. Guys, these are the people with the money. I don't think they're impressed by how not loud you guys are clapping. We might not have FIFA again if you guys don't give them a proper round of applause for all their efforts. There we go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. How are you? My name is Doreen Namyanja, part of the CIPESA team. The beautiful and handsome gentlemen behind me are the team that has fully organized FIFA Africa 2025. Before I give an opportunity to each of them to introduce themselves, we are going to make a declaration of the African Declaration on Digital Freedom and Democracy here in Namibia. The team at CIPESA represents Africa, all of us here today. So I'm going to read out this declaration, which we all assent to by being part of FIFA 2025. So the work on the state of internet freedom in Africa report also inspired the development of the African Declaration on Digital Freedom and Democracy. This declaration is a collective statement of principles and commitments by a multi-stakeholder assembly of digital rights actors from across Africa and beyond. This declaration reaffirms our collective commitment to advancing digital democracy as a cornerstone of open, inclusive, and rights-respecting societies. We are pleased to launch it here in Namibia, which has a strong legacy in the global media and information landscape, having been the birthplace of the 1991 Windhoek Declaration on promoting independent and pluralistic media and the Windhoek Declaration of 2021. We launched the declaration here in Namibia today and appreciate the inputs from the community of reviewers who have made this declaration what it is. We invite you all to support it. We will send out communication about it going forward, and we look forward to your commitment towards this declaration. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. So I will permit my colleagues to each introduce themselves, and then we'll go on to the fun part.
Yes, I'm Victor Capio. Yes, once again.
Good afternoon. My name is Ashna Kalemera.
Good afternoon. My name is Dorothy Mwine.
Hi there, Patricia Aidimbabazi. Thank you.
Good evening, Nadifa Muhammad.
Good evening, everyone. Alice Aparo, my name.
Warm greetings from CIPESA. My name is Adrian Wanyama.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Issa Mwonge.
Good evening, everyone. Casemire Beatrice.
Hi there, Shalon Atkunda.
Hello, good evening, Brian Yerohanga.
I'll make mention of Juliet Namfuka, right at the back. Our very good doctor, Wakabi. Yes. We have Dr. Peter Mwesige. Yes. So that is the team. So, and Asimwe, sorry. Asimwe, Andrew, we've all been here. Asimwe right there, and Andrew as well. Yes. So, the fun part. We have had some games going on both online and physically. So yesterday, we had an additional challenge made by NMT Foundation and the University of Stellenbosch, Department of Journalism, in partnership with CIPESA. Here are the results. The winners, the two individuals who won that specific challenge, will get a free university certificate worth 100 USD to complete a short course on digital and media policy in Africa. Dr. Suraj from the University of Lagos, Nigeria, he has committed to promoting the course at his university and will select from among interested students the most deserving candidate to receive the award. Another award is Bridget from Zimbabwe. She's one of the very first participants in the inaugural course that was launched in 2018. She has received the updated 2024 iteration and will enroll in the newly revised version. So over the course of this event, we've had the Be the Experience challenge going on. And each one of you has showed up. The numbers are big. At first, we thought we would have 3 award winners. But as of 4 o'clock, when this session was supposed to start, we had 5 top running winners. So instead of 3, we're going to go with 5. I'll read out who they are, and they will each receive a token from the CIPESA team. So as we... Okay. So I'll read from the bottom to the top. We have the 5th runner-up, or the 5th winner, is Richard Agdozo with 68,400 points.
More pressure, you go give me more pressure. Give me the concussion, I'm losing the nere. More pressure, you go give me more pressure. Give me the concussion, I'm losing the nere.
So that is Richard. Beatrice, do the honors, please. Okay. The 4th winner is David Iribangiza with 90,500 points.
Yeah. I'm just here for a good time. I'm not here for a long time. It's a bad day now.
Patricia, please hand over that.
Baby, one day we can make love on a Sunday. We can make love to the peputa. We can have a goofy finger to penuka. So open up, make her enter. Make her bring it back to the center. So open up, me I enter.
The 3rd winner is Fenehans Letsese. I hope I pronounced that well. With 110,600 points.
Hi Congo mane, hi Congo chelete.
The 2nd winner is Lana Gasa with 122,900 points. All right, thank you very much. Our winner for FIFA 2025 is Israel Tijani with 140,300 points. I thought he was the one. Sorry? Oh, so our winner is online, but he's being represented. Yes, you can represent him. So I expected the Nigerians in the house to, you know, hype him up. Okay, so I'll request my colleagues to take their seats. Thank you very much. Okay. So as that is happening, on behalf of CIPESA, we acknowledge and appreciate each one of us in the room. Special thanks to Namibia Ministry of ICT and Namibia Internet Governance Freedom. This wouldn't have been possible without you. We also appreciate our partners. I will not make mention of each one of them, but your support has made FIFA Africa 2025 possible. We appreciate each and every person's effort and every one of you for showing up. It's not FIFA without you in the room. So till FIFA 2026, thank you from the CIPESA team. See you next year.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. Now, I did say this was the fun session, right? And I didn't lie, did I? Exactly. Now, thank you so much for the CIPESA team. We welcome the development of the Africa Declaration on Digital Freedom and Democracy. And just a kind reminder to everybody in the room that the publication that was spoken of earlier, which speaks to the state of internet freedom in Africa report, as well as the declaration, will be made available online. So let us just please keep an eye out for that. Now, the fun does not stop here. The fun continues. Now, for some of us that are in this room, it has been a 2-day journey. For those of us that have attended pre-events, it has been a week-long journey, but that is not the longest length of journey that some have undertaken to be here today. We all know we have overachievers in our midst, right? And the following person is one of those. So for those of us that may not have been aware, I am speaking about Andrew Gole. And Andrew was the first to start the journey to the forum on September the 12th. And he will also be the last person to complete this journey on October the 14th. So while the rest of us will be taking our flights tomorrow to go back to our home countries, or hopefully you stay and explore some activities here in our beautiful country of Namibia, for Andrew, he will have to make the same journey back that he made to be here today. Now I will be handing over to Andrew to come and speak on his journey so that he can enlighten us more on his journey going back. But before we do that, I would just like to mention that none of what Andrew has been doing would have been possible without the support from organizations such as Defend Defenders, Access Now, and of course CIPESA and DigiSec initiative. So if we could all kindly just please give a round of applause to Andrew as he makes his way to the stage. Why am I not getting music, DJ? Thank you. Yes. Hands, round of applause. He's coming in dancing.
I want to flex my love.
Hey.
And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Man. I want to impress. And I want to carry my love away to a place she loves.
Thank you very much, everyone. Hello, everyone. My name is Gole Andrew. I think at this point, I don't need introduction. But I would like to give a few remarks, and I might feel like as if FIFA Africa is ending today, but for me, it's just half of the story. When I embarked on this road trip on 11th September, I didn't think I would actually make it here in time because of so many challenges which were on the road. The distance was not that short, but also at the end of the day, I am very excited because I was able to reach here as planned, but along the way, I met so many people, I met so many organizations, I passed through so many communities, and what I had in mind was less than what I actually got on the road. Unlike the previous editions of FIFA Africa, where I did the road to FIFA Africa, this one was more like be the experience. And I can assure you, I experienced everything from internet restrictions to high cost of internet to also having no internet at all. I think for most of the time, people were asking, where in the world is Gole Andrew? And Gole is serious on the road with no internet, just fuel and a bike. But this really gives me the clear understanding that we still need a lot of interventions when it comes to internet freedom in Africa, because whereas you can travel by road, sometimes the digital environment, there are a lot of restrictions which limits our engagement. Because at the end of the day, doing a road trip, you need to have full-time access to the internet. But also, this wouldn't have been possible without the different partners who were on board. And I know they have already mentioned them, but in a special way, I want to thank everyone who was engaged from the start. Those who were following the journey on Twitter, those who were following the journey on WhatsApp, even those who were following the journey on TikTok. Because at the end of the day, it's a road trip being taken by one person, but with the whole community following their journey and kind of like virtually experiencing what they are experiencing. There is a photo which I shared, and people just kind of went crazy because when I entered Namibia, there was a lot of thunderstorms and lightning. So as I took the photo, there was a very bright lightning flash. And immediately I was excited because to us, rain is like showers of blessings. So I was so happy to finally enter Namibia, being welcomed by rain. Finally, I want to thank my colleagues, but also I want to thank the Digital Society of Africa, under the leadership of Tawanda, for effortlessly riding out 50 kilometers to welcome me and ride back with me. I know it's not easy for a bicycle following a bike. And most of the time, I think he was really panting because he has to keep up. But that just shows the dedication that they are put into ensuring that everything we have planned goes as expected. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening attentively. I literally appreciate everyone who also came for the run. I think it was also a very nice moment for us running as we entered this space with Kole. But for some, it was your first run or your first walk. For some, it was your, I don't know. But I'm just trying to motivate that let's go back to our countries. Let's run for internet freedom. Let's walk, crawl, do something. But let's not stop here. Thank you, everyone.
And finally, before I step off the stage, I want to just mention that the FIFA Africa journey continues. This is not the end. Thank you.
Oh, rest in peace, Babu Masatini.
Okay, so a little birdie told me that it is actually Andrew's birthday today. So if we could all just stand and sing happy birthday while the DJ hits us with something. What birthday song is that? Come on, ladies. Can we all stand?
Doesn't make much sense. I ought to be alone again. Anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration, 'cause we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time.
If you're a dancer, can you please come join Andrew on stage? Come on, don't be shy.
Just how much we love you.
Please come.
I'm sure you would agree. What could be more perfectly than to have a
I will start coming to point people out. Coming to.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I just never understood how men who died for good could not have a David Wood. He said, aside for his recognition, because it can never be, just because some cannot see the dream as clear as he, that they should make it become an illusion. And we all know everything that his super time will bring. Or in peace our heart will sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Why has there never been a holiday? Where peace is celebrated.
Can we please give them a round of applause? I did promise you fun, guys, did I not? Did I not? Oh, come on, guys. Yes, thank you. Now, I did also say that this program is going to be very short and very sweet, right? And thankfully, we are coming to the end of our program. I see some of us are getting tired. So now we're going to open up the floor for the closing remarks. So we call upon the Executive Director of the Ministry of ICT, Ms. Linda Ipinge Nakale, to please come give us the closing remarks.
Very good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy birthday, Andrew. I remember the 24th of April this year. The CIPESA team came to the Ministry of ICT. We had an engagement, we had discussions, we exchanged contacts. And the reason was really for them to host this event today. It was a directive from our Honorable Minister that we should meet them so we could see how we could collaborate. How time flies. We are here today, and I'm very happy to join you today. I want to apologize for not having been part of this event from the beginning, and it was not deliberate. It's just due to other equally important tasks allocated to me. That's why I could only join this afternoon. When I came here, there were discussions about child online protection, which is quite key to my heart. And I also learned in terms of what you said, what Namibia is doing. But we're also doing more than that because we have a national cybersecurity strategy that we are rolling out with our partners. We're running campaigns and all that. But I just thought I should just highlight that before I come to my statement. Welcome to Namibia. Director of Proceedings. Allow me to stand on the established protocol and deliver the statement. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all the speakers, panel members, whose insightful contributions have been central to the success of the 12th edition of the Forum on Internet Freedom in Africa, also known as PIFAfrica. To every participant, both that joined us physically here and those that are joining us online, we thank you sincerely for following all these discussions. Your active participation, thoughtful questions, and collaborative spirit have helped enrich our conversations and strengthen this growing community of practice. Without your presence and input, this forum would not have been a success. Over the past days, we have come together as a diverse and dynamic group of civil society, government representatives, technologists, academia, journalists, private sector actors to deeply engage with the pressing issues shaping our digital future. Together, we have explored both the challenges and opportunities around AI, digital governance, and human rights, accountability and disinformation, internet shutdowns and access disruptions, digital inclusion, especially for the marginalized groups, digital public infrastructure, data sovereignty, and cross-border flows, digital safety, resilience, and rights-based regulations. I hope you're keeping up with me. I'm a fast speaker. Okay. Hosting this year's forum in Namibia is both symbolic and timely. As a pioneer in media freedom and pluralism and the birth of the Declaration as mentioned earlier, Namibia reminds us to be a powerful link between freedom of expression and digital rights. Furthermore, Namibia's leadership is advancing gender inclusion in 2025, with women holding key positions in national leadership. I think you all know our president is female. So that is a landmark. So with women, provides a compelling backdrop for centering equity in digital governance. While we celebrate the progress made, we must also acknowledge the road ahead. Outdated legislative frameworks, implementation gaps, infrastructure limitations, resource constraints, and the rapid evolution of technology continue to test our resolve and demand our collective action. As we close this 12th edition of PIFAfrica, let us be clear, this is not the end. I think Andrew said it. It's a new beginning. From Namibia, we reaffirm that digital freedom is essential to the future of democracy, social justice, innovation, and human dignity. Let us live with renewed purpose, united in solidarity, and determined to build a digital free, inclusive, just, and resilient Africa. I trust you have enjoyed your stay here in Namibia, in our capital city of Windhoek. For those that are traveling, either short or long distances, I wish you safe travels. And I'm really hoping to see you back in Namibia. May our work continue. May our impact grow deeper. And may our community grow even stronger. I thank you so much.
Yes, as we continue the round of applause as she goes and finds her seat. Yes. So indeed, this is not the end, and it is just the beginning. So we have officially come to the end of our program, but what is the end of our program without having final remarks from the host that has invited us to be here? So if we could please have a representative from CIPESA to come and just do the vote of thanks for us and officially close off the program and release the participants. Okay, there we go. Can we please have a round of applause?
I don't know whether to close this off with a dance from the CIPESA team, or the DJ has just played some very interesting things. Thank you all for being a part of FIFA. And we have one final token for each one of us as we step out. We stay dehydrated, so we have something small for us all, and to wish you safe travels back home. And I declare FIFA Africa 2025 closed.
From my desk as the MC, thank you so much for attending my session. Thank you so much for being such an engaging crowd. Thank you so much for humoring me during this session. I hope your stay in Namibia was wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. The session has been closed. You don't need to sit and stare at me anymore. We can go. Please enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you so much.